Hey, Leandria Anka, founder of digitalexplorers.net. We're creating planet conscious businesses. Actually, we're just creating amazing businesses of all kinds with people all over the world with no experience or background of any kind, online or even in business. Everyone can do this. Now, I want to talk about the phases of entrepreneurs. Well, there's entrepreneurs and there's those who think they are. The first phase is the will this do something for me phase. Those are the people who work for companies and they're looking for a way out, but their motivation isn't to do something amazing, it's to get away from something that isn't amazing. So they'll grab anything they can that they think is going to make them money because they think the money is going to fix their problems. And you'll see those people, and you might be one of them. You'll buy this program, and your first question is, how much can I make and how fast? When people ask me that question, I will not let them into my program. They are destined for failure. They're not really entrepreneurs. What are true entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs are creators. They're idea makers. In other words, they take ideas and they create something from it. They're inventors. They're artists. They're big thinkers. And they know that there's something better out there, but it's not based on what you can do for me and how much money I can make. It's, I want to live a life that I really enjoy. Those are the entrepreneurs that make it. So there's the second phase when you go into any kind of training and you start to do something. Let's say you do something you really love, and you're not one of these people that's hopping from the next bright shiny thing, not understanding what entrepreneurship really is. And you go in and you're dedicated and you know this is going to take time. And if you're in digitalexplorers.net, you're doing something you really love that's customized specifically for what you love. And it's monetized and you're learning the business strategies. Well, you're going to go through phases. The first phase is the excitement. Oh, this is it, this feels great, and you put things together, and then it gets a little tough, and then you question yourself, is this really going to work? Because I came from that world that wasn't working, and is this really true? And why do you do that? Because there's a very small percentage of people that actually believe they can do it. So therefore, they self-sabotage themselves, and thank you. They just came out of the running. Less competition for us, right? So they go into this next phase where if they make it past it, they go, no, wait. I love what I'm doing. I'm making a difference on this planet in my life. I know this is what I should be doing. And they hammer through and they learn the things they've never really had to, and they take full responsibility and they say, no one's going to make me successful. No one's going to make me money overnight. I'm in charge of that. And then they launch. Now it's go time, and they're petrified. How do I get in front of the right people and bring that in to me? Well, you don't. You take it out to them, but you have to find the right people, the people that want your stuff, and you never have to sell anything again. That's what we teach. I don't have a sales training. There's no sales training or tech training. We hire that out. You can hire somebody on Fiverr to build your whole website out. And you can learn every sales technique, but we don't like sales here because sales is when people feel very inauthentic. They tell me I have imposter syndrome, and I said, well, you must be selling. That is, you've learned to say certain things to get those people out there that think money's going to solve their problems to buy stuff. So there's this whole group of people that are selling each other the false dreams, not willing to do the work, and knowing that the foundation of it all has to be something more important. And that's what's going to make you successful. So then you go out there, and then you get some traction, and it's great, and then, yay, you're successful. And then you go into what I'm in, scaling, growth stage. And then you ask yourself, what do I need to do in this next phase? And it's not the same things you were doing in the initial phases, startup phases. And you learn new things. And so what do you have to do? You go back to experts. I just recently saw my YouTube channel. I'm an influencer. I saw it backing off a little. It's been happening with millions of channels out there. We talk to each other. What's going on? YouTube changed its algorithms. people's interests have changed. And if you've been on YouTube for years like I have, well, people are looking for new information, new entertainment, new education, new inspiration. So you can't stay with where you've been. You have to change again. You have to reinvent yourself sometimes. So I went to the experts. We have our own managers on YouTube, and everyone has this assistance available to them. And I said, I have been followed for years, an influencer, consistent. What happened? It actually happened within 30 days. It has to be you guys doing something on your end. And if it's me, tell me what it is. Well, it was a little bit of both. But it took them a whole day to come back, and they gave me a very lengthy analysis of my channel that was invaluable. And it was a combination of different things. And so I went back to AI and I said, I need to deliver these things that my audience wants now. And I told it what that was, and it helped me design a new, refreshed image of myself that I know my audience is going to love. And this is how it works. I am now revamping several of my businesses into the new world that's concerned about what's going on out there and how am I going to help them. That's not the same message I was saying a few years ago. Remember law of attraction and everybody just trying to manifest things? Now they want to change the world. Same thing with their businesses, and I created Digital Explorers to help the people that want to make a difference on this planet. So I'm in trend right now, but I'll always be learning. So are you in any of these stages? It never ends, but here's the beauty of it. Every time you go into a new phase, the excitement actually starts over again. You know you've achieved some really great things, so you know what you're doing, you're on the right track, and then you realize, I can take this up a notch. I could make millions online, but you have to be in there mentally and say, I'm going to do this, just like you did in the beginning when it was just a dream. You're thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe my business is over, maybe it's just not popular anymore, and that's not true. There's always a new way to revamp, reinvent yourself, establishing yourself on what you've already done. Learn more. It's exciting, and that's the pathway of the entrepreneur. You're going to go through phases, but if you're in the phase of all these people that promise the garbage, and I do think it's garbage, and the people that chase the garbage because they just don't want to put that work and they don't want to believe that we have to do this work, then you're really not an entrepreneur, not truly. You're a worker, and that's okay. That's okay, because there's companies that need the workers, the steady workers who just want the paycheck and to go home, but are you happy with that? And if you're ready to become that true entrepreneur, are you ready to go into that scary zone, that roller coaster ride? But you're on a roller coaster. You're not limping along to a destination. You're on a thrilling ride that you know is exciting with highs and lows, and you chose to get on that roller coaster. And we stick together too. Here at digitalexplorers.net, our live coaching sessions are so powerful. I'm not on there just training you. We're talking about what's happening with you. What are you struggling with? How do we get you past this? And sometimes we do live AI sessions and we work through some of these issues. And it's very exciting. We've had people on the coaching sessions cry because the results we got were just so outstanding. This is a people business. digitalexplorers.net is first, and then AI is our companion, not the other way around. So which person are you? Are you the true entrepreneur, the person that's going to be here for the long run, or are you the one that's always looking for something out there to do something for you? You get to decide, but I'll tell you right now what does and doesn't work. I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm bringing all of my experience to you. So if you want to know the 5 critical steps to success, I have a free webinar, and it's about business. But it's also about that part of doing something amazing. That has to be a part of the equation. So if you want to know what those 5 critical steps are, I have a free webinar for you. Check it out, and I've got some other great things that I'm doing for you so you can find out if you have what it takes to be that entrepreneur out there that you maybe watch and think, how are they doing it? Well, I guarantee you all of them were on that roller coaster. They just didn't get off. How about you? Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you in the next video.